Good morning, Mau Mau. Good morning. Let's go put some food in your bowl. Okay, come on. Mau Mau. Mau Mau. Yes. Okay. You gonna get some food? Put it in there. Enjoy your breakfast. The kettle's on. Let's go get the kettle. Let's make tea. Because tea makes everything better. Yeah, you make everything better too. Except for when you scratch me. I'm learning someday this thing will follow me, but we're not there yet. So for right now, I'm just gonna walk in and out of the shot. Now let's make breakfast. Good morning, Slancha. Barry's Irish Gold. So the sun is finally out after a few days. We had a nice big snowstorm over the weekend, and I have been wanting to get out and see the blue sky and the beautiful blanket of snow. So we will take a walk up to the lake and see what that looks like. Anybody know the song by the band? The lyrics that go, "The snow's gonna fall and the frost's gonna bite. My old car froze up last night." So it wasn't last night, it was about a week or two ago. But I've had to have my transmission completely rebuilt, and that's a big expense that I was not anticipating. So if anyone feels inclined to support or help, there is a link to Venmo, and there is also information on joining my Patreon. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's a way for creatives to, I'm trying to find a way to say this. It's a place for people to support creatives and provide them with a regular income. As a creative, I can attest that it's a feast and famine sort of scene, and I am looking for some work around town to supplement what I'm working on for the gallery and what I'll eventually put in the online store. But Patreon is set up where you can join at certain levels. So I have a $5, $10, and I think $20 a month subscription breakdown, which means that for any amount of time, you can pay into a support account for a creative. And you can leave it as a subscription where it would deduct $5 every month. You can do it one time and then unsubscribe. Or you could use my Venmo to buy me a cup of coffee or help me out with some groceries. Everything will help. This is a big wow, and it's scary. And it's one of the first big on my own things, although I'm not on my own. Bill and Zane have been awesome, and helping me and finding a mechanic and getting the job done and getting me around town when I've needed things. Big shout out to Bill and Zane. So that's that. So I'm focusing my energy instead of worrying, which is how I tend to go about that. I'm creating. So we're making hand spun mini single sets and new artwork. I've got a beautiful little fairy piece, and today we'll be working on a small dragonfly. I have another project that I've been working on for a larger dragonfly, which I think I want to keep because I really like it. And that I have the work process to show you. Yesterday I spent some time in my dye kitchen, which is also my kitchen, getting some beautiful spring colors to work with what's going on for the tea cozies, and also the hand spun. So we've got a few sheets. I've got some make along with me video of dyeing these beautiful golden sheets of felt, and this we will spin up with the other colors that are waiting. So we have a few adventures that we can go on together: making felt, dyeing felt, spinning wool, creating wool embellished and felt embellished art. So that's that at 8:45 in the morning on the Tuesday. And Katie McCree wants me to go open the window. Do you want me to open the window? Mama? Yes. Open, please. Yes. Maybe there's a bunny. Let's take that walk. Bye, Katie McCree. Have a nice nap. You can hear the birds. Springtime's really coming. Looks like we still have some clouds up over the back range. Sometimes there are eagles perched up on these wires up here. It's really cool. This looks like a flicker up here on the path. There's a storm blowing in. You can't see the back range much at all because it doesn't look like we will be seeing the Indian Peaks today. Go around the mud. Okay, that was really far around. Clouds are rolling in. Until about 15 or 20 years ago, this lake was mostly open grassland. Now people like me have moved in.
here at Hecla Lake in Louisville, Colorado. There's some blue sky. It's just only on that half. So as we face east, beautiful blue sky. And then incoming, mud, springtime in the Rockies. There's an eagle or a hawk, I can't tell. Wow. The hawks just ride the currents around in this town. It's very fun to watch. We don't have a lot of water today, and we don't have any pelicans either. They have probably still over at the other lake. Makes me think of Joni Mitchell tunes. We're coming closer. Quiet day here at the lake. I spoke too soon. There tends to always be a grumpy goose up on that little island. And they're probably starting to nest, and they like to tell everybody else to get lost. Just a few ducks. I don't remember what those little ducks are called. Some mallards, some Canadian geese, and who knows, next time maybe the pelicans. It's a very beautiful day to the east. I think I'm not going to walk around the lake today because it is rather cold, and I'm not fully dressed for the incoming weather. So we're just going to make our way back home. This is one of my favorite trees. It's an oak tree. I met it about 4 years ago. It was much smaller. And it is loaded with oak galls. So in the spring and summer, it buzzes. It's just alive. And great stuff for natural dyeing. Louisville and Lafayette both have really fabulous trail systems. And this one connects two lakes, and you can watch the birds fly from one to the other. But you can pretty much get anywhere you need to go on bike And with e-bikes, sometimes after school, it's exciting up here. You can almost see forever. You can see at least to North Broomfield, Denver suburbs.